Do you ever stop and wonder how much time you truly have left? As we get older, every year, every day feels more precious, doesn't it? Time seems to slip through our fingers faster than we ever expect. But what if I told you something? Your body, yes, your body, is already giving you clues about how much time you might have left. And not just with your heart or your mind, but with something you use every single day, something you might not even think about. It's your legs. Your legs are often the first parts of your body that show signs of aging. The truth is, your legs could be fading before your very eyes, and you might not even realize it. But here's the thing, if you do realize it, if you pay attention to the subtle changes happening in your legs, you can take action now and prevent them from weakening even further. And you can regain the strength, vitality, and confidence that you deserve in your golden years. So, what are the signs? How do you know if your legs are fading? How do you recognize these warning signs before they catch you by surprise? I'm not here to scare you, quite the opposite. I'm here to empower you. Because there's good news in all of this. It's not too late to fight back. You still have control, more than you realize. And today, we're going to uncover the signs, reveal the solutions, and, most importantly, show you how to keep those legs of yours strong, healthy, and reliable for years to come. Are you ready to take control of your health? Let's dive in. Now, I want to introduce you to two men, Joe and Frank. They're both 75 years old. Joe wakes up every morning with the sun, puts on his sneakers, and walks around the block. He's active. He's spry. His legs still carry him without hesitation. And every day, no matter the weather, he keeps moving. Joe's legs are still strong. Then, there's Frank. Frank is also 75. He used to walk every morning, too. But over time, something changed. First, it was a little slower, then a little harder to catch his breath. Frank didn't think much of it at first. He chalked it up to age. I'm just getting old, he'd say. But soon enough, Frank found himself avoiding his daily walks. Instead of the regular stroll around the block, he was barely making it to the mailbox. He'd stand up from his chair with difficulty, holding on to the armrests and using his hands to push himself up. The legs that had carried him through decades of life now felt unreliable. The sad truth? Frank's story isn't unique. Every day, seniors everywhere are experiencing the same slow fade in their legs. They stop doing the things they love. They avoid the activities that used to bring them joy because they're afraid of falling or feeling unsteady. And over time, they become less mobile, more isolated, and eventually, their independence slips away. But it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to be Frank. You can be like Joe. Your legs can stay strong, vibrant, and full of life. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying there won't be challenges. But if you take action now, you can make sure that your legs stay strong and reliable. I promise you, it's worth it. Before we go deeper, I want you to reflect on something. Have you noticed your legs starting to feel weaker? Maybe you're catching yourself leaning on the furniture when you stand up, or taking a little extra time getting out of a chair. Or maybe it's the little moments that you brush off, like feeling a little unsteady when you walk or noticing that your legs feel more tired than they used to. Maybe you've tried to ignore it. Maybe you've told yourself, oh, it's just part of getting older. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be this way? What if your legs could stay just as strong as they were 20 years ago? What if you could keep your balance, your independence, and your mobility well into your later years? If this resonates with you, if you've ever worried about your legs getting weaker, or you've already started noticing some of those signs, I want you to leave a comment saying, "I'm here." Because I want you to know that you're not alone. So many people face these struggles, and it's time we talk about them openly, without shame or fear. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us here at Elderly Wisdom Living because we're going to guide you through the process of aging with strength, dignity, and independence. Now let's dive into the 3 warning signs that your legs might be fading, and they're signs that often go unnoticed until it's too late. Sign number 1, your walking speed has slowed down. At first, you might not even notice it. It could be a slight change, something that sneaks up on you. You might think, "I'm just a little tired today," or maybe, "I didn't sleep well last night." You might brush it off, thinking it's no big deal. But here's the truth, slow walking isn't just a sign of getting older, it's often a warning that your muscles are weakening, and your legs, in particular, are affected first. When we don't use our muscles regularly, they start to shrink. It's a natural part of the aging process. But it doesn't have to happen so fast. The more we avoid movement or don't give our legs the exercise they need, the quicker they lose their strength and endurance. This is why you might start noticing that walking is taking more effort than it used to. You might find yourself walking slower, and it takes more energy just to get to the same places you used to visit with ease. Maybe the short walk to the mailbox is taking longer, or it feels like you have to catch your breath after just a few steps. You may also find that stairs, which you used to climb effortlessly, are now much harder to navigate. You might begin to avoid them altogether, choosing elevators or escalators instead. At first, it might seem like no big deal, just a small inconvenience. But what happens next? You might stop taking walks in the park or going out as much. You could even find yourself becoming more and more sedentary. But here's the thing, this is not a normal part of aging. It's not something you should just accept. It's a warning, a sign that something is going on in your body, something you can address now. The good news is, you don't have to let it get worse. You have the power to take action before this becomes a bigger issue. And that starts with understanding these early signs and knowing exactly what you can do to keep your legs strong and your life full of movement. Sign number 2, you're struggling to get up from a chair or stand up after sitting for a while. Does that sound familiar? I want you to really think about this for a moment. When was the last time you stood up from a chair without using your hands or arms to push yourself? Maybe you've never noticed before, but think about the times when you've needed a little extra help getting up. Are you using the armrests to push yourself up? Maybe you're gripping the seat or your knees to lift your body. If you're relying on your hands to get up, it's time to pay attention. This might seem like something minor, but it's actually a pretty big deal. It means that your leg muscles, the very muscles that should be lifting you up, are not doing the work they should. And when your legs aren't doing the lifting, your body has to compensate by using other muscles, usually your arms or back, which puts unnecessary strain on those parts of your body. And guess what? That's a sign of muscle loss. It's called sarcopenia. As we age, it's completely natural to lose some muscle mass. But here's the kicker, sarcopenia doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly. Little by little, your muscles shrink, and you don't notice it until it starts affecting your daily life. The truth is, your legs are usually the first muscles to weaken because they're doing so much work every day, supporting you as you walk, stand, climb stairs, and even sit down and get back up. But here's where it gets empowering, if you catch it early, you can slow it down or even reverse it. I know that might sound unbelievable, but it's true. When you take action, when you start focusing on rebuilding strength in your legs, you can get back that muscle mass and regain your mobility. The key is consistent effort and using your legs in ways that challenge them. It's about strengthening those muscles through movement. It's about training your body to use its natural abilities once again, and there are so many ways to do it, even in the comfort of your own home. Just think about it, if you can stop relying on your arms to push yourself up, and instead start using your legs to do the heavy lifting, you'll feel more independent. You'll regain confidence, and you won't have to worry as much about falling or feeling weak. It's never too late to start. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership to get started. I'll show you some simple, easy exercises that will get you on the right track in just a moment. So, don't wait any longer, take control now, and let's start building those muscles back, step by step. Sign number 3, your balance feels off. Do you find yourself wobbling more than usual when you stand or walk? Maybe, in the past, you could confidently move from one room to another without a second thought. But now, you're grabbing onto walls, furniture, or railings just to steady yourself. It's a subtle change, but it's an important one, and it's a red flag that you shouldn't ignore. Balance is something we often take for granted until we start losing it. Think back to when you were younger, or even just a few years ago. Standing up from the couch or walking across a room felt effortless. You could walk without fear, confident that your legs would keep you steady. But now, it's different. Maybe you're noticing that even simple movements feel less secure. You take a step, and your legs feel like they might give way. Or, when you stand, you feel that familiar wobble that wasn't there before. That's because your legs are your foundation. They're the base of your entire body, supporting you as you walk, stand, sit, and move through life. But when your legs weaken, your balance follows. Your legs, your quads, hamstrings, calves, are responsible for keeping you stable and in control. They help you maintain posture and avoid tipping over when walking or turning quickly. But when your leg muscles lose strength, they're no longer able to keep your body balanced. Without that strength, your core has to work overtime to try to keep you steady, and even then, it's not enough. You might find yourself reaching for something to hold on to, like a countertop, a railing, or the back of a chair, just to regain your stability. But this is more than just a little inconvenience. Poor balance can increase your risk of falling, and falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. That's why balance is so crucial as we age. It's not just about avoiding a trip or a stumble, it's about staying safe and independent. If your balance feels off, it's a clear signal that your body is trying to tell you something. And while it's easy to shrug it off and think, I'm just getting older, that mindset can lead to bigger problems down the road. The good news is, your balance isn't lost forever. You can improve it. You can regain your stability with the right exercises and a bit of dedication. It's about strengthening the muscles in your legs, improving coordination, and building up your confidence. But here's the kicker, if you don't act now, the decline could continue. The longer you let your legs weaken, the harder it will be to reverse the effects. The longer you wait, the greater the risk of falls. But if you start today, you can stop the decline in its tracks and start rebuilding your balance. But again, don't panic. These signs aren't a death sentence. They're just messages from your body telling you that it's time to act. And I'll tell you exactly how you can do that. So, now that we've talked about the warning signs, let's talk about the solution. You see, there's a way to fight back against leg weakness. And no, it doesn't involve spending hours at the gym or using fancy equipment. The secret is in 3 powerful foods: foods that every senior should be eating to keep their legs strong and healthy. Food number 1, salmon. Let me tell you why salmon is a game changer for your legs. It's more than just a tasty fish, it's packed with high-quality protein, which is absolutely essential for preserving muscle mass. As we age, we naturally begin to lose muscle, a process known as sarcopenia. It happens gradually, and we may not notice it right away. But the good news is that the protein in salmon can help slow this process down, keeping your muscles strong and capable of supporting you as you go about your day. But that's not all. Salmon is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the good fats that do wonders for your body. These fats are powerful anti-inflammatories, which means they help reduce swelling and discomfort in your joints and muscles. As we get older, inflammation can be a big issue, especially in the legs. But omega-3s from salmon can fight that inflammation, keeping your legs feeling lighter and more flexible. But perhaps the most important benefit of omega-3s is their role in improving blood flow. Good circulation is critical for your legs to stay strong and healthy. When your blood flows properly, it carries the vital nutrients and oxygen your muscles need to stay fueled and active. Without that proper flow, your muscles can start to weaken and lose strength. And don't worry about breaking the bank. Canned salmon works just as well as fresh, and it's a more affordable option, making this powerhouse food accessible to everyone. So, make salmon a regular part of your meals and give your legs the fuel they need to stay strong and vital. Food number 2, leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and collard greens, these might look like simple vegetables, but they are nutritional powerhouses, and they play a critical role in keeping your legs strong and healthy. These leafy greens are packed with essential nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, all of which are vital for maintaining strong, healthy bones. And why is that important for your legs? Let me explain. Your bones are the foundation for everything your muscles do. If your bones are weak or brittle, your muscles have to work overtime to support your body, which can lead to increased fatigue and strain. Weakened bones also increase the risk of fractures, especially in the legs, which are already under a lot of pressure as we age. But when your bones are strong, your muscles have a solid foundation to work from, reducing unnecessary strain and helping you stay active longer. Leafy greens also have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is something that naturally increases with age, particularly in the joints and muscles. This can lead to stiffness, pain, and difficulty moving freely. But the magnesium in leafy greens helps combat this inflammation, easing discomfort and improving flexibility. Eating more greens means less inflammation in your legs, which can make a huge difference in your ability to stay active, pain-free, and enjoy the activities you love. By adding spinach, kale, or collard greens to your meals, you're providing your body with the key nutrients it needs to support both your bones and muscles. Stronger bones, less inflammation, and healthier legs. What's not to love? Food number 3, beans. Yes, beans. You might not think of them as the star of your meal, but black beans, lentils, and chickpeas are not just affordable, they're a true powerhouse of nutrition, especially when it comes to supporting your legs and muscles. Let's break it down. First, beans are packed with protein, which is essential for muscle repair and growth. As we age, muscle mass naturally begins to decline, a process known as sarcopenia. But protein plays a crucial role in preventing this. When you eat beans, you're providing your body with the building blocks it needs to repair and strengthen muscle tissue. This is especially important for maintaining muscle strength in your legs, helping you stay mobile, active, and independent for longer. But that's not all. Beans are also loaded with fiber, which helps to regulate digestion and maintain a healthy gut. Fiber plays a key role in stabilizing blood sugar levels, which means you'll have steady energy throughout the day. No more sudden energy crashes that leave you feeling sluggish. By keeping your blood sugar stable, beans help provide consistent, long-lasting fuel for your muscles, allowing you to stay active and engaged in your daily activities without the risk of fatigue. Additionally, beans are rich in B vitamins, which are essential for overall energy production and muscle function. So, when you add beans to your diet, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're also boosting your energy levels, improving your stamina, and giving your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong and vibrant. Your legs are your foundation. They've carried you through decades of life. Don't let them fade quietly into the background. It's not too late to rebuild your strength. It's not too late to regain your mobility, your balance, and your confidence. If you've been ignoring the warning signs or brushing them off as just part of aging, it's time to take action. Start eating those powerful foods. Start doing simple leg exercises. And most importantly, start believing that you can stay strong and independent for as long as you want. Subscribe to our channel and join us in this journey of strength, health, and vitality. Because your legs deserve better. And so do you.